Hello, Terry. Yeah, you are rocking it. We got some jazz. All right. I got some sunflowers. Feeling the sunflower love right now in the garden. Actually, just picked my garlic. Oh la la. There we go. Sunflowers for you to enjoy. Hope you are having a good Monday. Could be a positioning Monday. We shall see. If there's anything you want to check out, put it in the chat. Let's get started. So we've got the SPY up. We have a bowl doji sandwich for now. It does look like we've had a bit of selling that has happened. Selling or buying, depending on how you look at it, right? At 449.86, we are above that for now. That is our dominating point of control on the SPY. So let's check and see if we will continue higher. Let's look at some other names as well. We'll go bottom up on the list today. So Coinbase today, it was one of the down gappers, and yet it did move to the upside. Little head and shoulders here. You see shoulder, head, higher shoulder, and the volume is dropping. So that could be a failed shoulder right there. Let's look at it on a 15-minute chart and see. No, descending channel right here, and then a bit of a bull flag right there, moving up but lower high. So let's see if we're able to hold the low of 105. If we are not, I feel like I'm shouting over the music. If we are not, then I think we could see that this is going to retrace more, maybe back down to that 94.50. Let's check out Meta as well. So Meta moving to the upside as well today. Hit up here around that 161 exponential on our 15-minute chart. Did retrace a bit and then moved higher. Let's look at it on the 5-minute chart. So we hit the 200, pulled back, and found some steam down here. Point of control is at 305.44. If that breaks down further, potential move to fill the gap back down to 300. Let's look at Rivian. I saw my first Rivian car on the 95 last week, I think it was, when we were driving all over the place. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago now. And so Rivian came up, hit the 161 once, twice, and sold off. So nice little short there for those that captured it below 24 today. And let's check out AMD. I know that Randy had some AMD last week. I don't know if he did. And I know that Troy shorted it as well. Came down, we hit the 28 exponential on the 24-hour chart. Found some buying down here. Support at 113, 114, 114.33 is our dominant point of control at the moment. So it does look like we are bullish as long as we can stay up above that. And we are creating a nice ascending triangle right here for potential move up 107 to 116, 9 points up to 125 potentially right up around here. So keep it on watch as long as we're staying above that dominant point of control. All right, let's look at AT&T getting beaten down today. Second day of big downward motion. Does look like we might have found a bit of support down here at 1360. And on the bigger picture, let's pull this over a little bit more. How long has it been since AT&T has been at 1360? Can't see on the 24-hour. Let's go back over here. All right. Yeah, goodness. Nope. Let's check the monthly chart here. 1360. Way back to 92 levels. 1992 here. This is not looking pretty. On a monthly chart, pretty much, we are below that dominant point of control at 1922. Looks like they sold and 2263, so it's not looking too pretty for AT&T at the moment, right? I don't know if I was a shareholder. I have no idea what the news is, but to me, this is looking a bit oversold. However, I don't want to be that person catching the falling knife. Look at all those dark soldiers lining down the price path. All right, Apple today, Apple moving up. It does look like if we close above 192, that this could have a bit more of a bullish move. However, we have some selling up here. The point of control, the lowest point of control for us to test would be 192.68. And we are below that now. So as long as we stay below that, I think we're going to see a move down to 191. And if we close below 192, in my opinion, we are going to see this as a lower high and a potential for this to move down further, right? Back down potentially all the way down to 186. Let's look at IonQ today. Helps when you spell it correctly. IonQ moving to the upside, reclaimed the downward days from the past 2 days, breaking out up above 14 for a nice 60-point move to the upside right there. And let's look at Plug, chugging along, moving right on up. Did not hit the 200 exponential today, however, had a beautiful move to the upside until 10 o'clock when bigger volume stepped into it. You guys know as well that I do follow the dark pools. I wanted to show you a quick, interesting prints, or bunch of prints, so you guys can see this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 larger than normal block trades on some Vanguard ETFs. Not sure if it's related to ex-dividends, people readjusting portfolios, not sure why, but it's kind of abnormal to me. Do not see them, especially in order, all at once. Kind of interesting. So curious to see. Actually, let me move it over here. We'll check them out really quickly. So let's look at on our daily chart over here. VAW, side note here. Okay, so VAW 2 days of big volume. Let's look at VOX. Yep, crazy big volume. Okay, we closed the gap. VNQ. VNQ, it does not really show that it's printed, maybe. Hold on, let's check over here. Yeah, there we go, right there. All right, VIS. Yep, crazy volume. VPU. All right, big volume and bigger volume for the past 2 days. When has it ever had that much volume? My next thing I'm going to research, I'll let you guys know tomorrow, is how much of the shares of the ETFs were traded. VCR, massive the past 2 days. VHT, yep, massive the past 2 days. We had big volume back here at the low. VGT, okay, not the biggest day, but still quite influential. VHF, all right, bigger volume. VDC, some bigger volume coming into it. Maybe they're looking at it as a downward trend breakout or downward trend test. And VDE. It just stood out to me that we had all of these in a row at the 161 and 200 exponential over here. All right, interesting. Okay, let's keep going with Tesla today. All right, Tesla, we came up. We almost hit this upper bound. I talked about this last week, how the risk reward to me, if we closed up above, could move up and test this trend line and then potentially come back down, maybe back down to 258, maybe all the way back down here to the 200 and 161 exponential at 212. Boiling point, interesting. Maybe it's going to come back down. I'd love to get back in down here at 212. That would likely hurt the market, especially with earnings coming up on Wednesday. Staying out for now. Okay, and ATVI, the Microsoft ATVI merger. Looks like it really did a lot of good for the ATVI holders. And now it looks like the sell-off has commenced a bit today. 2 big selling wicks here. We had selling, selling, selling. Probably shorts got squeezed when we went above. Boom, came up to the high over here. And now we're seeing that more shorts are piling into it. Do you guys have anything that you'd like to check out? I know everyone has been asking me about XRP. So let's look at them today. XRP, XLM, someone just sent me a message on XDC. The trio that would be the ISO coins, right? So XRP moved up today to 76 and then a quick drop down. I like this better on a 3-hour chart. So we can see we have a bit of a downward descending triangle right here from the highs that were set up. And we hit that and it's moving down. I would use 69 as the support level. If it went below there, I would personally get up. All right, and XLM right here moved up, fairly similar descending triangle, and XDC as well. XDC is moving up a bit more today, still in that descending triangle type scenario. Testing, came up, hit the trend line. So that is my opinion on those. Let's check out Bitcoin. I know I have some people, Bitcoin's going to 100,000. Okay, well, Bitcoin is not tangible, right? You can't hold it. It is a theoretical value that people are trading, right? It's not like something physical like silver or gold. So let's look at the dollar, which is something tangible that has value based on what the Fed says it does. It's weird that my DXY on this one, hold on. It's funny, this music. I feel like it's like the Elaine skit. All right, so we came almost down over here. Maybe we're coming down to this trend line right here. We have a bit of upward motion, hit the daily 4 exponential, the 24-hour 4 exponential, and we are receding now. Silver moving to the upside, a tangible item that people could potentially gain value holding it in their hand, and you can always trade it with the person next door. Bitcoin, you can't. You have to use a computer system to trade it. You are tied to electronics. What happens if all the electronics go down? What happens if Bitcoin network goes down? All of your value, poof. What happens if you hold a piece of metal? It's in your hand. How about gold? So gold is pulling back a little bit today. If we break up above 1960s, I think we're going to see a potential move up. We have a bit of a cup and handle forming. So if we do break out, I would look for that 70-point move or 60-point move up above for a breakout 220 area coming potentially on gold. All right. Do you guys have any other questions? Anything else you'd like to have my opinion on? Remember, this is just my opinion on these stocks. I do create the watch list live every morning. You guys saw some of the dark pool prints that we track every day over at the dark pools at the training pit. Also just finished up my training session over there. We just went over interactive brokers. If you don't know about interactive brokers, we also help you with software as well, because part of learning how to trade is learning how to utilize the software as well. All right, hope you have an amazing afternoon. Carpe Profit, seize those profits one trade at a time. I'd love to see you every morning at 8:15 while I create the list as one of my YouTube members. So keep an eye out, sign up as a member, and join me every morning for some coffee. That's right, whoops, the world's best mom, even for my fellow traders. Have a great one.